Waves of pleasure cascade over my body, filling every pore of my being like ocean water through hot sand. More, I want more. How long I waited to feel his breath on my neck, his hands wrapped around my waist, his fingers caressing my lips. This is probably what just happened with Hamilton, let's be honest here. Our bodies are entwined in a primal dance, moving faster and faster to the rhythm of the creaking bed springs, our skin bathed in flickers of neon. I can't hear myself moaning, but I must be since my throat is dry. I can't feel what my hands are doing, but the blood under my fingernails means I'm digging into his back. He's no longer kissing me, but nibbling, biting, pulling himself towards me harder. His control over me untamed, animalistic. It's so hot in the room that even his chrome is overheating, the bedsheets clinging to our sweat-soaked bodies. Yeah, I'd like to believe that's what just happened with Hamilton.
Yes! What is it?
I'm just taking your stuff, sir, before I do business with you and decide if I want to, do business with you. Oh, wow. Look at you. Look at those. Wow. Quite the interior.
Your style. I see you have a flair for the,
yeah.
unique.
All handpicked by me.
It do well to attract new patients?
Who knows? It's for me. For my aesthetic pleasure.
You go you. More power to you. Check out those nails, man. Yeah, you do you.
My chrome could use some fine-tuning.
I'm sure he would enjoy that.
Here to serve.
Look at that smile. Oh, I love it. I love it. I just love how they executed this really well. Just having so much diversity in all of these characters. I love it. It's just great. I know that the consoles are having such a hard time right now. The console players are having a hard time, and of course I sympathize them, but this game really is great for PC, and it will be great, I would like to think, once they, fix all the kinks in the consoles eventually. I hope it'll be sooner rather than later. That's a no-brainer. 1500, we can swing that. I own this. Why can't I put that in? There, thank you. I was like, I own this. Thanks. Fingers. All right. Oh, I got one here. Chrome Night Love. Chroman's mask glinted in the light of the setting sun. Like a beacon in the dark of this rotten city, Lucille's heartbeat began to quicken. Her legs trembled beneath her. Hot blood pumped through her veins in a way she didn't know it could. He looked at her, his strong masculine figure towering over the bloodied corporate corpse, which just a moment ago had violently tried to defy Lucille's virtue. What's the matter with me? Her mind raced. Why him? Why me? Hundreds of questions burned inside her head, but when she finally parted her lips to speak, only one question emerged. Who are you really? Croman took Lucille to his cold metal hands. She flinched at the touch. You know I can't tell you that. They'll find you. They'll rip my secret out. Wait, I think I already read this. Oh, yeah. I remember this. This was with the she was a woman all along. Yeah. That was cool.
Watch it.
Sorry. Oh. I'm not gonna force that open anytime soon. Alright. Let's go back here.
Got something that'll keep you hard.
Show me the range.
Oh no, I don't. No, that's okay.
Show me the range.
Can I sell? I want to sell stuff. Yeah, let's sell this and this and that. I'll dismantle. You can sell this. I just might as well sell that and that. And these look cool. That does not. The visor looks neat. I might just keep it because it looks cool. Oh yeah, let me
Show me the range.
sell my junk as well. Yeah. Sell that. What is this? What exactly is this? Keystone, Pleasures of Night City. Oh, okay. New shard, new release, brain dances. What's up, BD maniacs? Hungry for a new emo rush? Then check out the latest word from the freshest BDs on the market. Foreign body. The body is everything. There's nothing else. It is you. But it's also just a tool for your mind to interact with the world. But what happened if this tool tried to live its own life? What if it tried to kill you? Though not a particularly original addition to the thriller genre, this brain dance featuring Luke Polar is still a solid experiential ride. The fear of disobedient implants has been around since pirates were walking around on peg legs. Well, maybe not that long. As a result, the trope has been pervasive in film, braindance, and urban legend alike. Still, Foreign Body borrows some of the genre's best elements while still incorporating just enough new stuff to keep it interesting. After all, it's not every day you see the world from the perspective of a sentient arm. So this is interesting because this is basically paralleling to the Relic. Like it's cyberware in my head that's essentially killing me slowly, just like this is killing me slowly, or this is killing this person. So that actually that has to have been on purpose. Maxwell's Rehab. This braindance season has been chock full of horror, but this one stands out from the rest. The always phenomenal Maxwell Ramirez is pushed to the brink of cyberpsychosis so we can relive his return to normalcy. The title offers a tone of optimism, but don't let that fool you. You will relive Maxwell's slip into psychosis, the heartbreak of his wife, and the gradual reintegration into a world that is now far different from how he left it. This thing feels like it's given like it's basically given the entire movie. Like it's pretty much like spoiled the entire thing. It's almost like a trailer that pretty much shows you everything there is in the story. This BD is must relive of the season, but it's not for the faint of heart. Badlands Raid. At last, a BD for those looking for something a little lighter. Badlands Raid is the remake of the 2023 classic, which was an innovative tour de force of the time. For those of you unfamiliar, the plot revolves around an ordinary, boring guy who accidentally gets tangled up in a nomad ambush on a Zetatech convoy. I won't spoil it because even though the main plot hasn't changed in 54 years, most people these days probably don't know the ending. What I will say is this. The remake's creators have introduced a few modern twists into the story that should make for a pleasant surprise for classic lovers and newbies alike. Creative. Very cool. The Warsaw Catholic faith and its religion. Faith and origin. As St. Augustine of Hippo taught us, to err is to be human. But to err willingly is to perform a work of Satan. Pope Ferdinand I and his successors are guilty of this heinous sin for their perversion of Christ's teaching and their worship of the golden calves of technology and mammon. They have not only chosen this path to perdition for themselves, but have attempted to tempt the Lord's flock to follow. For the sake of millions of eternal souls he loves so dearly, Cardinal Konrad Lewandowski made the only decision God would allow. Seeing that the Vatican had renounced their Lord and Savior, he rescinded his nomination to head the Holy See and instead rested the weight of the newly founded Polish papacy on his shoulders and moved the seat of the church to Lichyn, Poland. What do Warsaw Catholics believe? Warsaw Catholics worship the one true God and recognize family is defined by the laws of nature. Our Lord has provided and in accordance with the traditions hallowed by the blood of our ancestors. When you say I believe in God, what do you mean? It means we acknowledge the truth that there is one true God whose wisdom is infinite and unchanging, who commands our obedience, who compels us to raise families founded on love and faith, who has tested Poland with great suffering as he tested Job, thus demonstrating that Poland is God's chosen land. Through whom did God reveal what we are to believe? This only Son, I think that's supposed to be his only Son, Jesus Christ, whose earthly voice is now spoken through the Pope as elected by the Polish Episcopal Conference. Why believe the Word of God? Because only through faith can we be saved and find eternal peace in heaven. Only through faith can we be true Poles. worshiping, thinking, and speaking in Polish in accordance with the customs of our fathers and mothers. Now, I am personally a Catholic, and I consider myself like a devout Catholic personally. Obviously, there's a lot of things in the traditional Catholic doctrine that I don't agree with 100%, which is why I absolutely adore our current Pope, because Pope Francis has just been amazing, like, way forward for the Catholic Church. And I know that one of the recent things he did was he said that he was trying to encourage the church to allow same-gender couples. He says that they should have civil unions. They should have civil unions. And I think that's amazing. I think that is such an amazing and cool thing for him to say and for him to support. Now, a lot of people, look at that and they kind of criticize it a bit because they're like, well, civil unions, why not just go all the way and just say gay marriage? Why can't Pope Francis just say that, marriage, why be satisfied with just civil unions? Well, you have to understand that, sometimes for change to happen, it needs to happen at a slower pace. And I think that if there is somebody who is of authority, so this is my theory, and I am in no way like trying to insist that this is truth by any stretch of the imagination, because I obviously don't know truly like what is going on in St. Francis internally, but I have a gut feeling that Pope Francis, I believe that he believes personally that gay people should be allowed to get married, under the Catholic Church. However, he needs to be careful, because if he just goes outright and says that, makes that leap, that there's going to be too much of a backlash. He's going to lose too much of his credibility from people, and therefore it's just going to backfire and no progress will occur. So that's just my theory. I don't know for sure, but I believe if that were true, then by saying that civil unions, like same genders, are allowed to have civil unions or should have civil unions in the Catholic Church, by saying that, it is it breaches the topic. It moves towards that direction without a crazy amount of backlash, because there was already a lot of backlash. A lot of very super traditional conservative Catholics were appalled just by him saying that civil unions should be a thing in the Catholic Church. So of course, what do you think is going to happen if he started off with, oh yeah, we should just totally do gay marriage in the Catholic Church, even if is what Pope Francis believes. So I'd like to believe that this is something that's strategic. Even if it's not something strategic, in the grand scheme of things, this is a good thing, and it should be seen as a good thing. And yes, you can critique it and say that, it's cowardly to not just go for it and just make a statement as a pope to say gay marriage should be a thing. But that's not necessarily going to be the best way to change things. Because if you go too far, like I said, it's just going to backfire, especially with what is happening right now. So yeah, that's all I want to say is just see it for what it is, and just for those people who believe in gay marriage and equality for same gender and LGBT couples. There are so many countries right now that don't even have that don't even have civil unions for same-sex couples, and are still very violent. There are still places in the world where homosexuality is essentially illegal. Like when my husband and I were looking for places to go on a honeymoon, we wanted to go to a country. I'm not going to give the name right now, but we wanted to go to a specific country, but we ended up being disappointed to find out that that country is a place where, if you show public, displays of affection as a same-gender couple, you could get fined or put in jail. And if you witness a same-gender couple, and not only that, if you witness a same-gender couple who do like public displays of affection and you don't report them, if you don't report them, you also can get fined and jailed. So, the world is not quite the world. There are many places in the world who are not quite where the United States is. And yes, the United States is not perfect yet. We're not in an ideal state for LGBT, but we're definitely better off than many places. And because many places are still not quite ready to make that leap, by the Pope himself, by the Roman Catholic Pope saying civil unions, same-sex couples should have the right to have civil unions under the Catholic Church, that is a huge to hopefully help move those specific countries towards the right direction. So yeah, anyway, why am I getting to this? Just because of the whole Catholic faith thing, and I just, that just was sparked something about this. And also I just feel like not enough members of the LGBT community enjoy talking about their religion or their faith, especially when you're in a faith like Catholicism, who traditionally has had issues with LGBT. I think it's important for myself to speak up and talk about my personal experiences being a gay man and somebody who was also considers themselves, identifies as a Catholic, a practicing Catholic gay man. The one thing though that I disagree with, there's many things I probably disagree with this particular verbiage here, but one thing I do want to say is that I personally don't believe that only through faith can we be saved and find eternal peace in heaven. I would like to believe that even if you don't believe in God, my husband doesn't believe in God. My husband is an atheist. If there is in heaven, if there actually is some sort of, whatever you want to call it, whatever you call an afterlife, if there is such a thing, or I would like to believe that anyone who is a decent person and not a complete jerk face would end up in that afterlife. But that's just me. Is there another? Here we go. Slovoj McAllister in the news again? Pompous a-holes or eccentric genius, acclaimed rocker boy Slavoj McAllister has ruffled feathers yet again, following his most recent performance at nightclub Totentans. While a rock concert brawl is no big news in it itself, several unofficial sources allege it was McAllister who instigated the violent outbreak after hurling a tear gas canister at paparazzi in the crowd. Before the booze-fueled melee got heated, the Cartesian Duelists premiered new songs Cybernetic Soul, Mind is Freedom, and Cogito Ergo Sum, I Think Therefore I Am, which as usual have critics divided. Lyrically, I feel like I read this already. Lyrically, the new singles touch on issues such as the internal struggle of body and mind, the limitation of our senses, and the search for absolute truth. Some critics consider the new material pseudo-intellectual drivel. Others praise the band's fresh, innovative spin on the genre. Beyond the brawl, even the McAllisters' headlines are making headlines. When asked in an interview with N54 News what the cryptic title of the track Cogito Ergo Sum meant, it is I Think Therefore I Am, the rocker boy replied, ain't revved by questions from gonk-brained frauds, what are you? Despite, or perhaps thanks to, the numerous controversies ever swirling around the Cartesian Duelist frontman, his popularity continues to swell. The band's new album is slated for release soon, and if you believe the chatter on the net, it will be entitled War of Truths. Alright. Next on our Ripperdoc tour, the Kabuki one, there's the Kabuki one, which I think is here. But I think I already got to him I want to go to this one. So let's go to the Kabuki market. Yeah, let's go to the Kabuki market and go to that Ripperdoc. Delamain, hi.
V, a vehicle of mine went dark near your position.
Fine. Keep an eye out.
For unknown reasons, the coordinates came through corrupted, so I'm unable to determine the precise location.
Oh. Well, that doesn't help. That doesn't help me then. Who are you guys? Beat Cop. Okay. Beat Cop. I don't know if I like the name Beat Cop. Yep, I don't think I've met you yet. Hello. It's kind of handsome in the face, at least. Been doing business here long?
Been doing biz here long?
2 years, maybe more. Wasn't easy at first, but I made the right connections. Half the heavy lifting in business is the networking. This and the will to be cooperative and flexible.
I like his style. Yeah, this guy is like... This is the cute Ripperdoc. I like this guy.
What kind of stuff you got?
Let's take a look and see what goods. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's a lower level, but it's okay. Oh, well, he's got... You know, he's got some epic stuff here. Yeah, immune system. Nothing really over there. That's too bad. I would have wanted to have service done by this guy. Yeah, these are common. I don't think I need to replace uncommon with common. Okay, well, at least I know what he has. Top grade stuff here, though.
Got some next level tech on offer.
Yeah, well, I do have the city's best suppliers on my side.
Anyone I've heard of, I wonder?
Oh, unlikely. My suppliers like to keep things on the down low.
I hear you. Okay. Oh, authorization not found. No problem. Thanks, bub. What was your name again?
Okay. So, we were saying...
Or you're just gonna... Okay, Charles. That's right. Charles was like... Basically my first... I guess permanent... He basically was my first boyfriend. So, I liked the name Charles because of that. There seems to be a job right there. I'm here in the vicinity. Might as well. We still have some time before we need to help out River. So why not? Why not, since we're here? Who knows what I might find? And I think it's not. I'm not over leveled. It's moderate. Yeah, it's moderate. Let's do it. Regina.
Introducing Alois Decan, a deadbeat with a pretentious name. Gonk broke my trust and skipped town.
Okay.
Well, fuck him. Only thing I care about now is the data he left in NC. Specifically, what's on his comp.
Okay.
Check the attachment. You'll see what to do.
Got it. Eloquent thievery. Steal Eloquist Dequeen's laptop. Housing block on Eisen Towers. The core Mega P who cheated me, and not only me, there's a whole city out there who wants to get its hands on this guy. As they say, the fate of a traitor is sealed at the time of his betrayal. But what interests me beyond my vengeance is Alois's data pad, and, well, the data on it. Our traitor picked up and effed off right out of NC so fast he left his gear in town. Just 20 minutes ago, I got a login ping from his camp on an Eisenhower St. Street local net. Head over there and grab his device. Once we get it, we can take advantage of this confused mess. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see what we're working with here. We've got turrets. Oh. Yeah, let's do a breach protocol. E9 1CE9. Yeah, oh, suicide. Yes, he has a detonate grenade as well.
That's weird.
You can detonate your grenade. Yep, that sure was weird. Alright. Nobody saw that.
Where are you, Christos?
Come back here. Overheat. Oh, look at you. You can't see a thing.
Who's a shrinking violet?
Down, boy. Uh-huh. I need you to recharge. Quick, bub. Overheat.
Come out. I only want to talk. Promise.
You don't want to talk? Well, unfortunately for you, you only want to talk. Unfortunately for you, I don't want to talk. Messages. Kabuki hit. A. Liptov to M. Ifigashevsky. 2 Merc units hit our place in Kabuki. Come for a door set and walked out over my brother's back. Asked the neighbors and they say it was a big Tino and young poser piece of stuff. You know anyone in the afterlife? Ask around. I want names. This isn't over. The new record, Mother Effer. From M. Figashevsky to V. Trachev. Remember our old bet? Well, I beat you a record. 250 pounds of chrome ripped out of this one guy. Some techie coming off his shift in Arroyo. Every step he took left an effing crater in the sidewalk. He was so heavy. Well, put a stop to that. Good citizen I am. Don't want him trashing our infrastructure. Haha. And that means you owe me a cold one. Let me know when you want to hit the bars. Yep. Well. Wow, this guy... I messed this guy up. You okay? Joy Toy. Oh no. I don't think the Joy Toy is involved in any of this, so... just hang out. The Labyrinth excerpt. I think I already did the Labyrinth excerpt. Anyone down here? Oh, poor thing. Hound scavengers. Uh-huh. Detonate grenade. Bye-bye. Well, that was that. Oh man. Death, the great equalizer. Aloix.
Who would have thought?
Corporal or not, without chrome, we all look like the same idiotic, bullet-ridden sacks of meat.
Chrome isn't the end-all be-all, Johnny. M.O. of Lexington. Ooh, another Lexington. Nice. Alright. I got it. That wasn't too bad.